Hey guys, Michael here. I hope that you are all doing well today. This is, of course, new patch day for Warhammer 3, and as I'm sure most of you are already aware, whenever a new patch comes out, you have to worry about any of the mods that you're using not functioning correctly anymore. And so since I created those two Steam Workshop collections a couple of weeks ago, I made a video talking about it. One of them was what I was calling the Vanilla Plus, and one of them was more of an ultra modded version. And the difference between the two was that the Vanilla Plus had basically your what I would call the grand strategy mods, the ones that affect the campaign to just kind of slow down the pacing of it, make it more immersive, more realistic, more challenging. You know, things like the campaign movement reduction, the reduced replenishment, basically, you know, those things that are just sort of alterations on the basic feel of vanilla without changing anything that would feel more like an overhaul. And then the ultra modded version, which does do that, which goes in and adds a whole lot of new technologies, adds a whole lot of new skills, things like that. Well, anyway, the reason I mention that is because since I created those collections, I felt a little bit responsible to go in and test and see if those things are going to work after this latest patch dropped. And I'm glad that I did because not all of them do. So I thought it would be helpful to go ahead and make this video that talks about the mods that do seem to be working right now and the ones that are not working right now, so that if you're thinking of using these, or if you've already started a campaign that are using some of the ones, just be prepared for the fact that your campaigns may not function correctly. And there's two things that can happen when a mod breaks as a result of a patch like this. One is that it can actually cause your game to crash, and I'm actually seeing some that do that. But then also, there are mods that seem to work but don't work quite correctly, and so those are a little bit more difficult to find. That being said, I'm only a single person. There's a limit to how much testing I can do. So if you do see any issues with any of these that I'm mentioning here that seem to be working okay to me, please do leave a comment and I will update this video to reflect that. But as of now, what I've done is I've started two new campaigns here since the download of the new patch this morning, and I have used this Vanilla Plus twice successfully. So it does look like all of these basic mods that you would kind of expect to not really change from one patch to the next. Again, these are the ones that do the things like the campaign movement range reduction and the replenishment. These are pretty simple mods overall. They all appear to be working okay. The cosmetic ones included, so you've got your new banners and things like that. The evolving name seems to work okay, things like that. So all the ones I listed as the cosmetic mods, and then those basic functionality changes, those all seem to be working okay. You should be all right with any of those. In the ultra modded list, I recommend staying away from that one right now. Some of them will need to be updated. Some of them might flat out not work at all. I need to give them some more time to be tested out, and I need to give myself some more time to see which exactly of those are causing the problem. But basically, I just wanted to say stay away from the ultra modded list for now, because obviously CA did make some changes to the tech trees, for example, some of the skills as well, apparently, with particularly with the lizard men and the tomb kings. So that is going to be affecting those mods, and we'll have to wait for those to get updated. And when they do get updated, I will hopefully be able to make an announcement about that. But anyway, it does look like, for the most part, if you're using, you know, more or less the standard ones that I use pretty much every campaign that I'm always talking about, the grand strategy campaign mods, those seem to be pretty safe for the moment, at least as far as I can tell. All right, anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to make it kind of a quick one to warn you off of the ultra modded version of the Steam Workshop mods, but let you know that the Vanilla Plus one does seem to be working okay. And again, if anybody has any information to the contrary, please do let me know. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video.
Has only just begun.